Hi there, welcome to the channel. If you have heard about AWS or cloud computing, but you're not sure what they mean or how they work, don't worry, you're not alone. In today's video, I'm going to show you a simple roadmap for getting your AWS certification. By the end, you will know exactly what steps to take, even if you are a complete beginner. Let's get started. So before we dive into the roadmap, let's talk about AWS. You may have heard it's really popular in business and tech, but what exactly is it? So AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Basically, it's a giant set of tools on the internet that businesses use to do things like store files, run website, and keep apps working smoothly. And here's the best part, it's all online. So businesses don't need to own expensive computers or servers. Now, why should you care about this? Because getting AWS certified can help you get a job in the cloud industry. It's like getting a badge that says, I know how to use AWS. And that's super valuable right now because more and more companies are using AWS. Let's start at the very beginning. You might have heard the term cloud computing. What does it mean? Imagine the cloud as a giant online warehouse. Instead of keeping all your stuff like photos, videos, or apps on your personal computer, you store it on the internet in the cloud. So you can access your data from anywhere, anytime using just your phone or computer. AWS is like one of the biggest cloud warehouses in the world where businesses store their data and run applications. Now let's get into the basics of AWS. There are few key services that you will need to understand when learning AWS. Let's break it down. First up, we have Amazon EC2. Think of it like renting a computer on the internet. With EC2, you don't have to own a computer or a server. You just rent the power you need to run websites or app. Next is Amazon S3. This is where you store your files in the cloud, like your photos, videos, or documents. It's super simple to use. Instead of saving everything on your computer's hard drive, you can store it in S3 and access it from anywhere. Next, let's talk about security. When you store stuff on internet, you need to make sure no one can steal or mess with your data. So AWS has a tool called IAM. IAM is like setting up users' accounts. You can control who has access to your data and who doesn't. It's all about keeping your files safe in the cloud. Another thing you need to understand is networking, which is how all the different parts of AWS talk to each other. With Amazon VPC, you can create a private network in the cloud. It's like having your own private Wi-Fi in the cloud that connects your files, computers, and services. It's a little like setting up your own private internet space, and understanding this is important for building secure, organized system in AWS. Let's talk about databases next. AWS can offer tools to store information in a way that makes it easy to find and use. For example, Amazon RDS is a service where businesses can store their information like customer details or order history in the cloud. And DynamoDB is another tool for storing fast changing data. Even if you don't know much about databases, understanding these two will help you work with cloud data easily. One really cool part of AWS is something called serverless computing. With AWS Lambda, you can run programs and code without needing to worry about managing the server where it's running. It's like telling AWS, hey, do this task for me. And AWS takes care of everything. You don't need to know how to manage a server yourself. AWS just runs the code for you when you need it. Pretty neat, right? To keep everything running smoothly, you will need to monitor your system. That's where Amazon CloudWatch comes in. CloudWatch helps you track how your applications are doing. It sends alerts if something goes wrong so you can fix it fast. Here's the best part. AWS offers a free tier. This means you can try out a lot of these tools for free to practice and get hands-on experience. Take advantage of the AWS free tier to experiment with services like EC2, S3, and Lambda. This way you can learn by doing without worrying about the costs. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more AWS tips. I'm excited for you to start your AWS journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.